Well, I can't fault our guys' effort. I mean, a little bit sluggish early, gave an opportunity, and fourth quarter is like Einstein says. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. And I think that if we continue to turn the ball over, as we do, these are the results that happens. And turnovers gave them a great opportunity to get a lead as far as in the second quarter, and then turnovers down the stretch. Our turnovers basically gave them the win. We had three turnovers in 4 possessions, and you can't do that when you're playing a team like a guy like Chris Paul that can dominate the game as far as with the ball. But I thought that and some of the main guys who did a good job. We didn't do a good job as far as covering their perimeters. The guys playing off the ball, and that are going in. We talked about whether it's Stojakovic, whether it was Thornton, whether it was Brown, whether it was Posey. Those guys, 60% of their shots are threes, and that we had to stay connected to those guys, and we didn't do a good job as far as staying connected to those guys.
It seemed like there's a stretch where Antoine posted up and you guys got some good shots. Why go away from that down the stretch even further?
Well, I mean, I think we went to them a few times, and a few times they took it away. They had people come over, and you got to realize, Antoine played, 44 minutes. You can't constantly go to him, keep on going. You got to sometimes give him a little bit of a blow. But, we shot 58% from the field, so it wasn't our ability to score. It's a matter of our ability to not turn the ball over and get in a position to score. So, I think that, Antoine again played a solid game. Brendan hasn't missed a shot in 2 games, so he had another, very solid game. We didn't get much as far as off the bench from a standpoint of other production, not scoring-wise, but also from rebounds and some of those. But I thought that, considering we lost Mike Miller, Mike wasn't himself. I said early, and he just didn't have it. We took him out, and so, we had to do some other things as far as with Nick. And but we come back tomorrow, practice, and try to go get our next one.
How long will it be?
I don't know. I don't even know how bad it is. I think it's one of those things you have to wait every day to see how it is.
Can you comment on Nick? It seemed like he had a nice, strong performance coming off the bench and hit a couple of buckets in a row.
He had 2 costly turnovers. Yeah, well, one of the things we've been trying to tell our guys is not to leave your feet to pass the ball. If you're going to leave your feet, shoot it. And Mike Miller got caught in the first half. Nick got caught in the second half. It just puts, against teams, it puts too much pressure on you. And, but like I said, it wasn't for lack of trying. Nick gave a good effort, made some big shots to put us, right there again. And I mean, it's for him. It's it continues to be a learning process.
Flip, what do you feel like has been the difference for Brendan as far as the impact he's been able to make this past?
I think we've kept him around the basket a little bit more, and he's done a better job as far as. Before he'd kind of roll and he would kind of wait maybe at the top of the key a lot of times. Maybe he might get the ball, and I basically outlawed anyone passing the ball at 15 feet and said let him roll to the basket and get it to him there, and he can be more effective, and he has been. So he's done a good job.
What would you try to do with Chris Paul? I noticed that he and Randy were going at it pretty hard.
Yeah.
You want to be physical with him?
Well, we tried to just. I mean, he made some shots. I thought he made 6 free throws down the stretch. I thought we did a pretty good job on him. Actually, we wanted to try to keep him away from getting layups, getting in the paint, which I thought we did a pretty good job, and Randy did a pretty good job, overall, and tried to change it up a little bit, make him a jump shooter through contested shots. We made our run when we got him to miss some shots. When he made some shots, you got to go in. It was a big shot for them, as far as the end of the half. That 3-pointer was really a big shot, and so. But Randy had another solid game, as far as going back, as far as his people. So we just got to continue to work, and now we'll have another little bit practice time to get some of our bench guys, D. Steve back in it, and Dom, and get those guys, because we're going to need those guys to play for us too.
Obviously, they took a big lead in the second quarter. How concerned are you about the bench production?
Well, we're a team in flux right now. I'm concerned about everyone's production, not just the bench. But I mean, it's when you lose a player, everything changes. Randy Foye was coming off the bench, is now starting, so everything changes a little bit. So that's why I said what I just said to when Mike asked the question. Just I think tomorrow having some practice time will give us an opportunity to get some of those other guys into the fold a little bit.
I noticed that Deshaun Stevenson wrote Agent Zero on his leg. Is that something that you would talk to him about?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'll see.